The story begins in a small town in Springfield, Illinois, where a man named Daniel Carter spends his evenings with a hobby that most people would find unusual. Daniel is a cybersecurity enthusiast, and in his free time, he enjoys tracking scam phone calls and baiting the criminals who try to exploit innocent people. Instead of hanging up on scammers, Daniel takes the calls as opportunities to waste their time and protect others. He records these conversations for his YouTube channel, where thousands of viewers tune in to watch him skillfully dismantle scam operations. One sunny afternoon, Daniel receives a phone call that sets the stage for one of his most dramatic encounters yet. The number flashes across his screen with a caller ID that reads, Microsoft Support. Daniel immediately recognizes the pattern. He answers the call with a calm voice, pretending to be an older man unfamiliar with technology. On the other end is Kevin Singh, a scammer operating out of a noisy call center overseas. Kevin starts his pitch in a stern tone, trying to sound professional. Sir, we are calling from Microsoft Technical Department. Your computer is infected with dangerous viruses, and we must fix it immediately. If you do not, your banking details and identity could be stolen. Daniel plays along perfectly. He feigns worry, gasping at the fake news. Oh no! I didn't know that. What should I do? Kevin instructs Daniel to open a remote desktop connection. Daniel, of course, uses a virtual machine isolated from his real computer. To Kevin, it looks like he's inside Daniel's real system. Kevin starts poking around, typing quickly and opening random files, all while lecturing Daniel about serious infections. Daniel's viewers, who will later watch this recording, can already tell what's happening. The scammer is bluffing. Kevin has no real proof of viruses. He's just opening harmless log files and claiming they are error reports. After 20 minutes of Kevin's performance, he decides it's time to scare Daniel even further. He threatens that unless Daniel pays for a $499 security package, his computer will be locked. Daniel pretends to panic. Please don't lock my computer. I'll do whatever you say. Kevin smirks on his end, thinking he's about to secure another victim. He begins explaining the payment process, asking for credit card details. But before Daniel hands over anything, Kevin tries to pull a trick from the scammer's playbook. He initiates SysKey. SysKey is an old Windows feature scammers once used to lock victims out of their computers by setting a startup password. Victims couldn't log back in without paying the scammers for the password. Although Microsoft removed SysKey years ago, scammers in fake setups still try to simulate the effect to intimidate people. Kevin announces, Sir, for your safety, I am setting a secure password on your computer. Only after you make the payment will you be given this password. Otherwise, your computer will be permanently locked. Daniel's heart races a little, not because he's afraid, but because he knows this is the moment where he can flip the script. He allows Kevin to go through the motions, watching him open the SysKey window and type in a password. Kevin believes he is trapping Daniel. But what Kevin doesn't know is that Daniel already has monitoring tools running. He can see every keystroke Kevin types, including the SysKey password. Daniel writes it down, 1234 ABCD. It's laughably simple. Kevin clicks OK and smugly announces, now your system is locked. Without payment, you can never access it again. Daniel pauses for dramatic effect. Then, in the calmest voice possible, he replies, Oh really? That's interesting, Kevin. Because I just saw you type the password, 1234 ABCD. I can unlock my system any time I want. For a moment, silence hangs in the air. Kevin is stunned. His confidence evaporates. He stammers, what? How did you? Daniel seizes the moment. Kevin, you've been caught. You're trying to scam people by locking their computers. But I'm not your victim. In fact, you're the one wasting your time right now. Every second you spend with me is another second you're not scamming a real person. Kevin's frustration boils over. He begins shouting, You don't know who you're dealing with. I can still lock you out. I can destroy your files. But Daniel is unshaken. He already created a fake environment, and none of his real files are at risk. He calmly says, You can't destroy anything, Kevin. You're sitting in a crowded call center, pretending to be Microsoft. Meanwhile, I'm recording this entire call. Thousands of people will hear your lies. Kevin slams his desk. The background noise of other scammers yelling at their victims grows louder. You are wasting my time. Why are you doing this? Daniel leans back in his chair, smiling. Because every minute I waste of yours is a victory for the people you target. You scare elderly people, trick them into giving their savings, and laugh about it. Not today. Today you fail. Kevin tries one last desperate attempt. Give me your card number, or I will block everything. Daniel chuckles. Here's my number, Kevin, 0000-0000-0000-0000. That's what your scam is worth. Nothing. At this, Kevin erupts. He curses loudly, shouting into his headset, while Daniel calmly thanks him. You've given me great content, Kevin. Say hi to YouTube. Realizing he's been tricked, Kevin slams the call down. The line goes dead. Daniel stops recording and sits back, reflecting on what just happened. He knows this video will go viral, not because of his cleverness, but because it will show people how these scams work. The more people see it, the fewer victims these scammers will have. Later, Daniel uploads the video titled, Raging Scammer Fails to SysKey Me. Within hours, comments flood in from viewers across America. People thank him for exposing the tactics. Some share stories about family members almost falling victim. Others laugh at Kevin's meltdown. The most rewarding part for Daniel isn't the views, but the knowledge that he is making a difference. Every video he makes shines a light on the tricks scammers use. And while Kevin and his call center may still target others, they will always remember the day their SysKey scam backfired spectacularly. For Daniel, this is more than a hobby. It's a mission. A mission to protect the vulnerable, to fight back with knowledge, and to remind scammers everywhere that their lies will not go unchallenged. And so the story of one enraged scammer's failure becomes a lesson for countless viewers. Never trust unsolicited calls, never hand over payment details, and always stay alert. Because behind every scammer's script is a fragile ego waiting to be shattered by truth. That day in Springfield, Daniel proved that even the most aggressive con artist can be defeated with patience, preparation, and a little bit of courage.